What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are broadcasting live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Hey, you know what's going on, man? 99.1 FM each and every Saturday and Sunday night, 8 to 10, taking over your airways. But listen, shout out to everybody checking in. I see you guys popping in quick on the IG Live. What's happening, y'all? I got some special guests with me tonight. Let me turn this around. We got Dave Skillz.
Hey.
Gang.
The juicer. We got a BluJay over here, Mr. Big BluJay, to be exact.
The biggest.
Infamous, the label, and of course your girl TampaMystic. About to say shot. We got Josh over there behind the lens, J Fresh Beats. So we about to get right on into it though. We got a lot to talk about. You dig?
Right.
Shout out to Coop checking in. Shout out to Wiz checking in. Your bros are checking in.
Gang.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's happening, y'all? Thank you guys for tapping in. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you first. Dave Skillz, introduce yourself.
Dave Skillz, the juicer, checking in. North Atlanta.
And my bro over here, Mr. Big BluJay.
Big BluJay, Cali,
The
North
biggest.
Atlanta, the biggest. Infamous, Mystic ENT, the gang.
Hey.
You know what's going on.
Please believe it, man. Shout out to my business partner checking in. The Grind Report. Shout out Cypher.
Shout Cypher, what up?
Hey, but listen, man, we just got a lot to talk about. Shout out to Kona Beats. What's going on, man? Like everybody's tuned in, locked in. Man, you guys have a journey, and I always like to take it back and talk about that because I think it's important. People see what you do now, and they be like, "Oh yeah, you got." Hundreds of thousands of streams and you doing this and you doing that, but they don't understand what you guys put in to get to that point.
Nah.
It's not something that just happened overnight.
Nah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, hard work, late nights, early mornings,
preparation,
planning, putting budgets together,
Money.
money, a whole lot of money. So with that being said, let's take it back. We'll take it back to the point of when music became a passion for you guys, and we'll ask you first, Dave, man. Like, how did music become that passion for you?
Really just back in the day. I mean, Big BluJay right here was one of the day ones. Was recording off of the desktop on like a little customer service microphone. Remember that? Getting them vocals out. But yeah, we were just always passionate about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at a very young age, and then freestyling, doing ciphers, and just appreciating the rap game, especially at like that time.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I got alarms going off. Let me tell you something. I'm an OG. If I don't set alarms, I'm gonna forget stuff.
Right.
For real. You guys grew up. I know you grew up in the Atlanta area. What about you, BluJay?
Yeah, I grew up in Atlanta too. I moved around a lot because my dad was in the military.
I got you.
Yeah, I moved around a lot, but
You was a military brat.
Yeah, we settled in Atlanta though.
Man, I always tell everybody, anybody that knows Tampa and everybody knows that I've been coming to the city since the 90s. I'm a OG. I'm a young OG. I got to experience the real deal Freak Nick. You dig? Like I was here in the 90s and I was front and center for all of it.
That when they was scrubbing the ground.
Like me and my homegirl was out here just enjoying life, man. And I told myself back then in the 90s, I said, I'm going to live there one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they all do know me. I appreciate that. So everybody know Tampa.
We know, for real.
So I was like, I love this city. So I just always want to pay homage to your city. This is not my city. It's my city now. But there's been so much Tamplana. There's been so much talent that's come up and through this city. So with that being said, let's talk Atlanta specifically. Who are a couple of the artists or groups that came up through Atlanta, man, that had some influence on what you guys are doing?
For me, off top, Young Dro. Young Dro, he got the bars and his flow is just crazy. And he always pick a wavy beat that so Young Dro especially, Future, Young Thug, Gucci Mane, especially Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci had a heavy impact on Atlanta and like the influence and like coming up like like dropping and just coming out with content. All of that just fueled by like Gucci and Lil Wayne, like just seeing them do stuff like that.
Right.
Like, you know, oh, man, we got to keep dropping. They dropping. We got to keep coming with that heat.
Listen, it gives you a sense of competition per se.
Right.
Because when you look up to somebody and you see how much they're working, not only does it motivate you, but you kind of, you don't, not that you
Like
necessarily are comparing yourself, but it becomes a
that's
little bit of
what it take.
competition.
Like,
Yeah.
you look at Future, like Future dropped like 3 mixtapes in like 6 months, and it was like, how can you compete with that?
Right.
If you ain't gonna get in the studio like that.
Period.
Gotta outwork your idols.
Right.
Nah, for real. What about you, Big BluJay? You know what I'm saying? Who were a couple artists from Atlanta that, you just want to pay homage to?
I'm a Jeezy. I'm big on his ad libs. I like customize. Like I knew that when I started rapping, I had to have an ad lib that stuck out.
Yeah.
So Jeezy definitely was one. Of course, Lucci. I fuck with Lucci.
Yeah.
I mess with Lucci. Tough. Who else we got? Thug. I like Gunna. We got a Lil Baby. Those more of the new artists, but yeah, really it's just the older artists, maybe like Andre 3000, people like that.
Just that.
Yeah, you got to pay homage to guys like that, man, because those are the ones that the whole world knows.
Right.
Yeah.
Killer Mike, he was one too. Like people we sleep on like the old Killer Mike.
Right.
Like he was serious, like so, and he's still serious to this day.
Well,
but
yeah.
He's just on a different wave. But
Facts.
back in the day, Killer Mike was serious. So,
Yeah.
I love the fact that he goes so hard for his city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's
Like, he a
involved.
pillar.
Right.
He a pillar to the city.
He definitely is, man. Shout out to everybody checking in on IG Live. I got my Desert Storm radio family checked in.
Hey.
Shout out to C's. What's going on? That's where it all started for me, y'all. This is not about me today, but I just got to pay homage. My whole radio
Desert Storm.
career started like
Shout out Desert Storm.
10, 11 years ago. Shout out DJ Clue. Shout out
DJ
C's. Shout out to Culture. That's where y'all know, I was breaking records back then. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us about when you first started doing music, and we're talking to Dave real quick. I know things have changed a lot throughout your journey because now everything is digital, right?
Yeah.
What would you say from the time when you first started doing music, and you can take it back as far as you want, whether it's when you first started or when you first started taking it seriously till now, what's been the biggest positive change, not just hip hop, but just in music, the music business? What's been the biggest positive change that you've experienced?
Social media,
Okay.
because back then like we was going to the clubs and like giving people CDs in the parking lot and stuff like that, spending gas money, cold nights, standing outside in the rain,
Not
like,
knowing if they're going to actually keep the CD that you
right.
gave them.
right. But now
They
it's
become
like,
a frisbee.
on social media, I could kind of already see from a person's like interest and profile what their interests are, and they might like me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, for what I do.
Facts.
When you just meet somebody on the street, you don't know their interests because they haven't posted no pictures. They haven't posted them listening to no songs. If I go on somebody's page and I see them listening to somebody in my niche or anything like that, I'm like, they might like me.
Right.
So it's like that makes it easier now to target somebody. So it's like social media definitely changed the game in a positive way to like target fans.
So let me ask you this, because I put the question on my story recently, and everybody answered yes, but I don't know if I believe everybody. I asked if social media didn't exist, like if it went away or didn't exist, period, would you still be doing music today?
Yes, I would. I'd probably be a millionaire. we was out there. I'm telling you, we was out there, and we had the parties jumping. We had a whole lot of heads in the building.
Yeah.
I just like, if I was able to monetize $10 off each person, I was like, that's way more money than
Facts.
doing now.
So I'm going to ask Big BluJay on the opposite side. Like you talked about one of the most positive things that you've seen. Let's take it to the opposite side. Within this music business, since you first started doing music, what's one thing that's changed that you're not really cool with and you wish you could go back? I'm making you think
Just
tonight.
The how much people are in your life. Like you can't do nothing nowadays.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I don't really like
Especially with
that
social
fact.
media.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's the
cool.
downfall of social media.
Yeah, I like it like do it like a job. Like when I go home, I'm with my daughter or I'm with my girl. Like I don't want all that extra. I don't want to have to deal with, the dumb fans or not just
Trolls.
whatever.
They
Yeah, the
be
trolls.
trolling.
Yeah, don't even call them fans, just the trolls. So it's just not being able to get away from it ever. Like back in the day, they could get away from it.
Yeah.
But now you can't get away from it. It don't matter where you go.
No, that's true. Dave knows. He and I'll go for a walk. We'll be ducked off at a trail in a park. Tampa, is that you? Right. He knows. They be out there fishing.
Like, no,
what's up, Tampa?
Me. It's not me.
Somebody was on the lake fishing.
Right.
One guy.
I'm like,
out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. I'm
Fishing.
just like, he talking about, you don't know, I don't remember who you are.
Not today.
Out yonder. We'll talk back to Dave again, man. Since you started doing music, what would you say was that first song that you put out that really like put you in the position you are now? Because, artists put songs out, but there's always that one that like kind of takes them to that next level. What was that for you?
Ooh, I'm on the juice.
We running loose.
Yeah, that one right there. That one definitely like changed the response on like if I should keep doing music.
Yeah.
Cause like you could talk Coop and then I was like this moolah. I had this moolah tape and I was like this don't go. It's like I don't know what I'm gonna invest in next because depending off the reaction. But I dropped that running loose just off a little whim.
Yeah.
And then
you didn't even like really promote the video and stuff. You just put it out.
I ain't let nobody know it's coming out. I never played a snippet. I just uploaded the video on Halloween and I got the most responses I ever got before. And that's when I was like, oh wow. So I was like, yeah, this is the biggest record I had at the time. So I was like, I'm gonna keep going with that vibe. Like I said, if it ain't fixed, it ain't broke. Give the fans what they like.
Nah, for real. And Big BluJay, similar question, but what was that moment or that time or that event or whatever that made you realize you doing the right thing? Like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. What was that time for you, or what was it?
Probably last year. I had got out of jail, and when I came home, I think Dave had a listening party or something, and he said that
hosted by TampaMystic.
Yeah, everybody was he was like, everybody was asking who was I or whatever, and I was locked up just to have somebody still pushing my music and to hear that somebody wanted to listen to it. Right. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Like I ain't doing nothing else.
Right.
Absolutely. The thing about when you get in them certain situations, and it happens, man. Like, sometimes you have a little minor setback for a major comeback, and it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You just fumbled a little bit. We all do.
Bad decisions.
Bad decisions. We're human. We make errors. We make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But to have people who genuinely hold you down when you're in them situations, real is rare, right?
Right. Yeah. For real. Especially in there.
How did you two link up? Shout out to Big V checking in. What's good, family? How did you two link up and started, was it school?
I don't even know.
We linked up to this dude we don't really deal with no
I
more.
got you to say no more. But, y'all was introduced by a mutual person.
Right.
I got you.
He lived in the neighborhood, so we linked up through him, and ever since then it's just been real when two real ones get together, even though everybody can't stick together forever, we did. So
it is. It's like that. And the thing about that is Coop said Blue got kicked out. He telling all your little business on the live.
Hey, let that Coop chill.
One thing about life is not everybody is intended to go on our journey with us, right? There's going to be people who you think is your ride or die to the end, but sometimes they be the ones that end up disappointing you the most, man.
Right.
But it's all good though, because not everybody.
The time you put in.
Right.
Like the time you put in. That's really what it be. The time you put into showing people that you was with it, and that you was for them, and then they don't even want to work with you.
Right.
And it's like, dang, I thought we was gonna be like business partners and go on up. But it's like, you see that some people in the industry just really all for themselves.
No, for real. I think everybody in this room has experienced that somehow, somewhere along your journey, not just in music, but in life.
Right.
You know, it's all good. You know, you pick up and you keep it moving.
Keep on moving.
You guys have put out a lot of music, you know, individually. But tonight we're here to talk about some major plays, right?
Major plays.
Major plays.
Major plays.
I always busting major plays.
You know, listen, for the people who are not familiar with the movement, this is Infamous the label / Mystic ZNT right here. The other part of the situation, shout out to Trap Wiz and Coop, Can't Catch the Coop. They on the live, you know what I'm saying? They here with us through live.
Trap.
They tuned in. Shout out to Coop too now. Coop on there.
I said YBA.
Oh, okay. I thought you left my brother out. You know, let's talk about how you guys have been able to keep it so solid together because, again, a lot of people, you know, have situations where you got to push people out the way. That's just what it is.
Right.
What is it? And you ain't got to give people too much, but what's the secret sauce, the secret juice, the secret whatever that has kept you guys so solid over the years?
I think just like it's always like staying in touch and stuff like that.
Communication
and stuff, like, you know, when he wasn't ever going through trials and tribulations, I always talked to him in between time.
Yeah.
Like even when I was in the
like
military.
that's your brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Even when I was in the military, you know, flew on out there, you know.
You flew out.
Flew out. Stayed with him.
Cali.
You know. Is in Cali. Still spoke with bro. You know, then he moved back, told me he was leaving. Then I was like, shoot, I'm coming back too. Linked back up as soon as I touched down.
Yeah.
You know, it was just always communication slick.
Right.
And honesty. Like being honest.
Yes.
Like no matter what, like don't get it twisted. We don't agree on everything. We bump heads.
Of
we
course.
do all of that, but at the end of the day,
We bump heads.
yeah.
Right.
we riff.
Real.
We be having riffs.
Right.
Riff number 8.
But it's
Who
all
keeping
love.
track?
It's all love at the end of the day. So
My notepad.
Nah. Who keeping track? No, that's true, man. And that lets you know who's really for you and who's not. Because if you guys can't work through that, then they're not for you.
Right.
And, you know, one thing, I had a great conversation, and I'm not even going to say with who, earlier today. Actually, on the drive here, we had a great conversation just because, you know, things happen sometimes and you don't see eye to eye, but you got to talk through it and sort through it, you know, make it right when that's someone that you genuinely respect, because you don't want to go through life having animosity. Your peace of mind is everything, right?
Right.
So with that being said, man, you know, we're here to talk about this. We talking about some other stuff because I really want people to know your journey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this could turn into a whole, like, a session, you know what I'm saying? Mental therapy and stuff.
Netflix series.
Right, exactly. You know, y'all know I love
series.
doing this. I get carried away. I could do this every day for the rest of my life, and I'll never get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Multiple Hustles checking in.
You want to show them the hat?
Oh, look, Multiple Hustles.
You know, I wore it tonight hoping y'all checked in.
Hey,
Couple
got the
of 'em.
big drip. He said, "What's happening, Dave?"
I gotta get a new piece too, man. I seen the new merch.
Oh, bro,
Tell 'em I gotta get a new piece.
I got the flyest tracksuit. I should have wore it tonight, but I'm really like saving it till like maybe we do our showcase or something, because I got to make sure a lot of people see it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Multiple Hustles, man. Oh, but I got the Multiple Hustle socks on tonight. Let me show y'all real quick. Hold on. I know I'm taking it all the way left. Look,
Brandy.
where is it? I got the Multiple Hustle socks on, y'all. It's real. Anyways, let's talk about this Major Plays, man, because you guys have put a lot of music out by yourself, but you guys came together on this new EP, Major Plays. How did that come in the works?
Like we would just get in the studio and then we would just cook up something. We cook up quick, you know. And like we don't get as much time because we be having our own lives. You know. We got families. We got, you know, daughters. But when we link up, the songs we link up, them things came out organic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no like extra thought into them and stuff like that. It wasn't like no extra, you know, overthinking the song, overthinking the hook. It kind of just came natural.
Because you guys have chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the vibe is there. It's not
Yeah.
forced.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't forced.
How long was this particular project? Because I know you have a song that you did a while back, but you guys kind of redid it.
Yeah.
The Set It Off record.
Yeah, that set it off.
You know, outside of that, you know, and we'll include that as being a new song because you guys redid it.
Right.
How long was this project in the works?
At least like, what was it, like 6 months to a year?
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah, like we ain't planning like no last year, nothing like that.
I got you.
Really, it wasn't even planned. It was just
We had them songs.
we were just cooking up, and it was just so easy, and you feel me? It just felt right. So it was like every time we cook up, we doing 2-3 songs. Like we might as well go ahead and give it to them.
And they came out to be just all whammers. It's like, you know,
I ain't
the
gonna lie,
response is
like
crazy.
it's on my repeat right now, and it's not because I love y'all. It's because it's a fire
good
project.
quality.
Appreciate it.
Period. It's not too long. Like y'all can listen to it on
is
the
like
ride home.
15 minutes.
Mhm.
I ain't
In and
gonna lie,
out.
You get in and out. Let's see, good ride.
Yeah. So I know you guys have a lot of music. How did you narrow it down to them particular 5 tracks?
Because those was like, those really would just like caught us our attention. Like
Yeah.
as soon as you play them, they just catch your attention. It's like, and with me, if you like you with me in the studio, you'll see how fast I go through a beat. If it don't catch my attention in like 5-10 seconds, we on to the next, because I can hear certain melodies and rises, and I kind of know like how I rap and how I flow. So if it doesn't fit how I know I do my artistry, then I have to go to the next. And then since they just already hit off bat, I'm like, they hit me like that, then it's gonna hit other people like that.
Facts. Absolutely. You got anything you want to add
And
to
I
that?
just let them coach me. I just let Skillz coach
Put me in the game, coach.
Hey, whatever he like, if he liking it, I'm loving it. So hey, I'm right behind him. If he feeling it, I'm definitely feeling it.
Put me in the game, coach.
Good.
I gotta give another quick shout out. Shout out to Big Jig. He said, "What's happening?"
Big J, what's happening?
And
Stepping
shout out
it
to
up.
my girl, one of my favorites, Fire Chick. Like, I just love her. She's got a show called Air It Out Radio every Monday at 10 o'clock. Y'all
Hey,
need to
what's
tune
happening?
in.
Check it out.
Dave knows. He'll come in there and he'll be laughing because
Yeah.
I watch her show every Monday because that's my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Sure do.
We're going to get into this record, though. Before we do, a couple more things, you know. What can we expect from Infamous, the label, Dave Skillz, Big BluJay, Coop, Trap Wiz, Mystic CNT? What can we expect from you guys coming into 2022?
I know off the bat, YBA Coop, you know, he got that flu season 2 dropping, and then Trap, he got this video coming, but ain't no telling. And we're gonna get that out there. That's gonna be all like top of the year.
Yeah.
And then me and Big Blue, we're gonna have the title video, and then we're gonna probably do like a little poll and let the fans decide for the second video of the EP.
That's a good idea, like, because people feel important when you let them in.
Yeah, let them in.
Let them
You know,
decide.
let them decide.
It's-
And it kind of forces them to listen to all the songs.
Yeah, they're forced to engage.
You know, let me listen to
It's
what
a
song.
trick, y'all.
Yeah. So you get them to listen to the song, like a little 2-in-1.
Yes.
You know, so you get them to listen to a few songs, and they selected the one they like. That's why you can't oversaturate a listener, because you know you don't want to spam them.
Nah, for real.
Then they're gonna get overwhelmed and not listen to it. You know, if you put like 3 slides and say, when should we shoot a video to? Most likely people can go through 3 slides.
Yeah, you don't want to put like 10 up
Yeah,
there.
10 slides.
They're gonna be like, oh no, I ain't got time for all this. My hand tired of
I
swiping.
say the same thing.
You
Even
know?
to producers, because I see a lot of producers, they hit me up. They'll max out all the slides for the beats they can put on
Right.
Instagram. And I was like, the average, you know, human don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, you should limit it to like 3, because people get to the 4th, they're not gonna go back.
That's right.
You know?
You forgot about the first one by the time you get to the 8th one, you know, or
Yeah.
the 5th one or whatever.
Right.
You know, so okay, so coming into 2022, the whole team working. I'm gonna catch you guys on stage the 21st, right?
We shutting it down. We're gonna break the stage.
Hey, you know,
Everybody coming.
it's-
Oh no.
whole gang.
We're gonna break the stage. We might need to put like some reinforcements under the stage for real.
You know, just for you guys that are tapped in,
Some
tuned
rebar.
in. December 21st at Crazy Atlanta, myself and OG Bigger Rankin, you know, we coming back heavy with it. We hosting the showcase. We ain't
Shout out
did it
Bigger Rankin.
in almost 2 years because of the pandemic. So you guys need to pull up. These guys gonna be rocking the
December
stage.
21st.
You know,
21st.
8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Be there on time. Be sharp. You know what I'm saying? Jay Fresh gonna be coming, doing some media coverage for me. The whole gang is gonna be in the building. That's what it's all about, man. It's a holiday season. You know, everybody coming together and just, you know, showing each other love. Shout out to everybody checked in on IG Live. I see you guys. Couple more things before we check out this record. Dave, tell everybody, you know, where they can follow the movement at.
Go on and follow me at Dave Skillz. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's Twitter. That's YouTube. Just Dave Skillz all across the board. And hit me up. If you want to collab, you want to do anything like that, you can DM me or hit the email on my page.
Big BluJay.
All right, Big BluJay. I'm Big BluJay on everything across the board. Hey, I'm just wanting to work with anybody. So if you're trying to work, hit me up on Instagram. Hey, man, let's work. Get in the studio.
Hey, shout out DJ Win checking in. What's happening?
What's happening?
2 more things I need you guys to do before we get into this record. I always got to close it out with 3 things. That was 1, right? Number 2, I think it's important that you guys pay homage or show love or shout out people who are supporting the movement, because one thing we know about this business, one of the hardest things to do is get people to support you, right?
Right.
So for the ones that are showing love and supporting, right now is your time. And, you know, sometimes we be forgetting some people, you know. But who you want to shout out to?
First and foremost, I want to shout out my old nigga Rick. Long live Rick,
Long
man.
live Rick, you know.
The most important one.
Man,
That was
we
our
miss
biggest
him.
supporter. That was our biggest supporter.
We
right
miss
there.
you a lot, brother.
Long live Rick for real.
Yes.
But yeah, just shout out my family, my brother. Shout out my daughter, Amora, I love you. Shout out my girl, Adam, love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, man. All the homies, y'all know who y'all is on the north side, all the way in Cali, man. Love y'all.
North side. And Mr. Skillz, who you want to shout out to?
I just want to shout out to my family. You know, my parents, they really support my music.
Yes, they do.
You know, they play it. They be like, you know, it's the juice. You know,
Juice.
My mom go by Mama Skillz. Pop go by Papa Skillz.
That's how
You know
I
what I'm
got them
saying?
locked in the phone.
So, yeah, for real. You know, shout out to Bay TampaMystic. You know, shout out to YBA Coot. Shout out Trap Wiz. Shout out to the whole team.
Gang.
You know, all the DJs. Shout out T Money. You know what I'm saying? It's just the whole north side. You know.
And shout out
really
to Jay
appreciate
Fresh for capturing all the video too, man.
y'all. Yeah,
Jay Fresh.
And Jay
You know
Fresh
we're
got
gonna
some
make
fire
it
beats.
fresh.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Last thing, this is one of the most important things that we're gonna do all night besides play the record, right?
Okay.
So you guys are live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast. You see it,
Podcast.
podcast. I got to know, and we're gonna start with Dave Skillz. What makes you the industry's most wanted?
Because I got that juice. I'm out here juicing. You know, they hear the tempo, because it just brings a whole different flavor to the game, really, you know. Like, you know, it's still hip hop, but it's like it's getting in a whole other subgenre of hip hop. Like the Slick Juicing 2 is coming in January. So when that comes, y'all will really hear like what's going on with this new juicing wavelength.
And for you guys that don't understand, juicing is just like a way of life, right?
Yeah, you know, it's just a way of life. You know, it's just like how you living, you know. Like if you cool, if you chilling, you juicing. You know what I'm
Thanks.
saying? Somebody asks you how you doing, shit, stuff, man, just juicing, you know.
Dave got a lot of cleaning up to do.
I got some work to do, like,
Get on your janitorial services.
if you got on a fresh outfit, somebody be like, hey, you juicing, you know. If y'all lit or turned up, be like, hey, we juicing, you know. It's just really just a way of life. So you juicing and we juicing.
Facts, man. Of course, we got my brother over here, Big BluJay. What makes you the industry's most wanted?
I'm the hardest, man. I'm just
You
the
know?
hardest working.
You be spazzing.
I got the best team. I got the juicer with me. I got YBA Cool with me. I got Trap. I got TampaMystic.
Believe
I
it.
got everybody with me. So, hey, man, that's why I'm the hardest.
He be spazzing. He really like the Energizer Rap Bunny.
And you know what
So
I
just
want
keep
to
going.
I want to say about you guys, you know, shout out again to Coop, YBA Coop, and Trap Wiz, and then of course these 2 guys that I got here with me tonight. What I love about you guys is you guys are all different. You guys have all your own sound. You have your own ways of doing stuff. And that's what makes you guys, in my opinion, the industry's most wanted, because you guys go hard and you're all different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you bounce off each other.
Right.
you vibe off of each other, but you're different.
Right.
None of you don't. None of you. I could like if I didn't know you guys, I could listen to each one of you and tell you apart. There's some artists out here that they get together and it's like, I don't know which one it is that's rapping because they all sound alike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you guys have your own unique sound. I love y'all too, man. Coop said he loves his team. I love our team too, man. I think that we got a great situation. Hey, y'all be
2022.
we got. Hey,
I thought it was a good look this year, 2022. It's game over. That's why they got the titles out.
Nah, for real.
They really got the title.
We about to get into it. Is there anything else that you guys want to let everybody know about before we get into this record?
Yeah, just let y'all know a little reminder. The video gonna be out in 2022, early 2022. We might drop it to y'all December 2021. You know. Really
What? What? What?
We might just do that.
You know, we might just get to y'all. You know, the way we moving. You know,
I put it out for the new year. That's a good way to kick the new year off strong. Drop it right after the new year.
Okay.
Babe knows best.
Babe knows best.
But don't forget YBA Coop 17 Flu Season 2.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop Brag Different, Christmas Eve, and then I'm gonna drop something else on New Year's Eve too.
Hey, you know we just moving, and y'all,
And Major Plays going crazy.
If y'all need mixing and mastering, hit me up on Level Up Sound _. That's at Level Up Sound _. Mixing and mastering, I'm gonna get you right.
And if you need a verse, you need a feature, or you just need me to write it, whatever, just hit me up, man. We gonna work.
Coop put a message for you on there. All right, y'all. So without further ado, man, we about to get into this record. I thank everybody who took the time to tap in and tune in tonight. It's your girl, TampaMystic, live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast. He be hearing that from across the way. He be laughing. Oh, Papa Skillz is here. Look who just checked.
Skillz is in.
Okay.
Papa Skillz is in. What's going on, Papa Skillz?
Papa Skillz is in the building.
Salute.
Hey, so we about to get into this record. Was there anything else that you want to let them know about before we get up out of here and check out this record?
No. Just make sure y'all stay locked in with Got the Title and send any video and any acknowledgement that you love that record, and I'm gonna vibe with you, and we gonna turn up, we gonna take over.
Facts. And make sure you guys go download the project. Everybody has a streaming platform, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be Spotify, Apple, Tidal, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
shoot.
emailed it to you. If you want me to email it to you, somebody actually told me this. They was just like, shoot. They said, I don't pay for none of them streaming stuff. I was like, okay.
It's all good. We still want you to hear the music. If we got to email it, that's what it is.
I said, I email it to you. They said fax.
Yeah.
Emailed it to them. They got that record.
On the way.
You DM me your email, I email it to you too.
But all we ask in reciprocation for giving you the music, you know, like that is get a little video of you turning up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all. For real. Shout out to everybody checked in on IG Live. But, man, we about to get into this record. Tell everybody who produced it.
It's produced by Pluto.
Shout out to Pluto. Hey, I need that really dope introduction. I could introduce it, but I'm going to let y'all do that.
Y'all gonna stay locked in. We about to air the song. We Got the Title. It's with me and Big BluJay. It's on all platforms. Produced by Pluto.
Let's go. What's happening? It's your girl, TampaMystic, live and direct, right here on the industry's most wanted podcast, 99.1 FM here in ATL. Let's go.